Okay, let's look at factor trees. Any composite number can be written as a product of prime factors using a factor tree or other methods, such as repeated division. I find factor trees the easiest way to do this. So let's look at this example. 100. We're going to write it as a product of its prime factors. In other words, they can only be prime numbers. So for 100, let's choose any two things that multiply to 100. No matter what you choose, you're going to end up with the same base of your tree. So I'm going to choose 2 and 50. They multiply to 100. I'm going to circle the 2. Why I do that? 2 is a prime number, so that's where I stop that branch. I don't need to do it anymore. But 50 is not. So what two things times to give me 50? Well, I'm going to choose 2 and 25. I circle my 2 because I can stop that branch. It doesn't need to go anymore because 2 is a prime number. But what two things give me 25? 5 times 5 gives me 25. I'm going to circle both of those because 5 are prime numbers. When the base of every branch is circled, that's my way of saying, well, they're all prime numbers. Now, to produce our answer, 100 is equal to 2 times 2 times 5 times 5. And using index notation, it's 2 to the power of 2 because there's two 2's. And it's 5 to the power of 2 because there is two 5's. So what we've done, we've written the 100, the composite number, as a product of powers of prime factors. So we'll do another example. 360. Alright, let's choose a couple of things that times to 360. I'm going to choose 2 and 180. I circle my 2 because it's a prime number. What two things give us 180? Well, I'm going to choose 3 and 60, and I circle my 3 and stop that branch because it's a prime number. What two things give me 60? I'm going to choose 3 and 20. I circle the 3 because it's a prime number. What two things give me 20? I'm going to choose 2 and 10. I circle my 10 because it's a prime number. What two things give me 10? I'm going to choose 2 and 5. I circle them both because they're prime numbers. So what have I got? I've got 360 being equal to 2 times 3 times 3 times 2 times 2 times 5. Writing that in index form, I've got 2 to the power of 3 because we've got 3 2's. I've got 3 to the power of 2 because I've got 2 3's. And I've got 5 to the power of 1, or just 5. So what I have done there is I have written 360 as a product of its prime factors. So that's a summary of how we do that using our factor trees.